Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to your What's Happening Wednesday news roundup. What I've got in front of me is a load of things I found on the internet that I think you guys are going to be interested in, and of course I'm going to direct you to the websites where you can find out a little bit more and perhaps see the pictures without the glare. Before we get started, I'd like to let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel. So I've got the Constructicons for a couple more days. I'm going to get the MPG Masterpiece Super Jinrai done at some point later on today, as well as Cyang Scorponok, and as well as a load of other figures that I'm still miles and miles behind for. But of course, do not forget the live stream this Saturday. It's going to be 4 hours, and in association with In Demand and Hasbro, we're going to be giving away a leader class figure. I can't tell you much more about it because it's going to be one of the questions, and it's going to be nice and simple, guys. All you got to do is just be in the stream when I ask the question, and the first person to put the answer up correct will win that particular figure. It's as simple as that. But in the meantime, let's have a look at the news. Now, this is a coupe. This is an amazing coupe for Tfcon LA guests. They have got the one and the only Frank Welker, one of only a couple of people who I'd really like to meet in person, and he is there, funnily enough, again the weekend of my birthday, March the 7th to the 9th at Tfcon LA. I definitely need to get over to the States. They seem to have all the big guests. Okay, moving on to something else that we always highlight on here. Yesterday we saw Heatwave, today we've got Sky-byte. So this is again Mark Clonus, one of the designers, insights into this with some amazing pictures. Now they really seem to have managed on this. Now again, I'm going to hold my hands up, guys. This is one of the characters I do not know too much about. I've got the Thrilling 30 version, which we're going to see in a second, but what they've really seemed to manage to do is just to, I suppose, collapse, you know, all the nose cone, all the shark sort of stuff really well. His chest doesn't stick out huge. I mean, it looks incredible. It really looks very detailed. The color scheme on it looks fantastic. I have to confess, I do not know what's going on in that particular picture, but there you go. There's the Thrilling 31. You can see what I mean by how the shark's head, you know, does stick right out on the chest, etc. It looks very good. So again, more insights into that. If you haven't got Instagram, head to TFW 2005 where you can read all of the things about this figure on there. Okay, a couple of sightings for you now because figures are starting to pop up everywhere. So Hot Wheels Ultra Magnus has been found in Finland. 2007 Bumblebee reissue and earthspark smash changes and Swapticons have been found in Indonesia, and the Car and Mix Smashers Wave 1 in Philippines. There's loads of things, just as I say, showing up everywhere we seem to find at the moment. These are really interesting to me. This is another new lot of blockies about to come out. This is via their Facebook page. So for those of you who remember the Galaxy Defender versions, they're the smaller versions. They had an armored up Megatron. It looks like they've now got a shiny Starscream, and of course, which we can see, a golden Soundwave coming out as well. So blockies at the moment, they're just churning. I'm really struggling to keep up with them, never mind anything else. I'll have more information on that pretty soon. Talking of something again which we saw only last week, In Demand in the UK have got it already. They've got the Takara Tomy version. This is the earthspark battle trailer. Now already you can see that I think the Takara version has got a silver trailer, so it looks that little bit better than the Hasbro. I could be wrong, but I'm sure that trailer color looks very different, not very, more metallic than the normal Hasbro version that we saw only a couple of weeks ago, I think, to be honest. They're available in demand as we speak. The comics is still fantastic. I'm up to date with them, as I said, at the moment with regards to the channel. I'm just having a little bit of hiatus on the channel with it, just to catch up with all the videos and everything else that I need to do, but they will come back, don't worry, they will come back. But this is a new cover for issue 19. Very interesting to see, and what's also interesting is Megatron has his fusion cannon back. I don't think I've got issue 18 yet, so I need to find out what's going on and how he's managed to get that. Right, moving on to the third-party companies now. This is via Ironfactory's Weibo page. Ironfactory, the company that have just brought us their take on a Leo Kaiser figure, and this is their take on a Samurai Sunstreaker. So for those of you who don't know, they Ironfactory tend to do more stylized or different versions of our favorite characters, and as I say, at the moment they are doing a Samurai toy lineup. I've done a review on Smokescreen and Prowl. They're fun, they look great, but their transformation processes are very challenging, I'm going to say. I think that's the best word to use for them. But again, they do look really good in both modes. But again, they can't use the correct name because they're not licensed by Hasbro or Takara. These images are from Facebook. These are Fans Hobby's take on a Wing Saber. And again, it's what's really interesting with some third-party companies at the moment. They tend to be doing things like, obviously, Ironfactory doing Samurai, Fans Hobby are tending to be doing, you know, Super God Master Force or the Armada trilogy. It's really interesting that not everybody's going for sort of G1, which I think is great. And talking of things where you can get figures from, this is not in demand. This is Showzi's pre-order webpage there. Funny enough, Ironfactory, as you can see, are reissuing all their take on the Leo Kaiser bots. New Age have got their Seekers back out and Soundwaves. There is loads of different versions, from Masterpiece to Chug versions of, Chug Masterpiece to Legend scale versions of Devastator. There's normal Takara Masterpiece, Rat Trap there. There's also Missing Link, there's Doctor Wu figures, there's DNA upgrade kits. There's everything on here, including the Audley kits there, which of course are official, including the BLOKEES kits there again, which are official. There's everything on there, guys, apart from mainline, Studio Series and Generations. So as always, thank you very much for the support. If anything massive drops between now and then, I will of course let you know. In the meantime, take care and I'll catch up with you soon.